Hey, how's it going, guys? So today I got my prostatic fluid out today. It was very intense. I want to say it was painful, but that's because I have inflammation, so it was not good. It was painful, but I it was really painful in the beginning. I saw the drops. I never knew that I had, you could put out liquid like that, but I started getting liquid out, like drips, and they used the swab stick, and that's what they're gonna use for I guess to do the PCR culture to see what I have in my prostate, which is the proper way to do things. So if you guys are getting your prostate checked, for any kind of a bacterial fungal infection in there, you need to get it's like a prostate massage, and they use the swab stick, and then they drip all that stuff on the swab stick. Once they drip it on it, they grab it and they put it in a little container, and then they send it to the lab. And I'm supposed to see results by next week. I believe next Thursday. It's already late. It's already like, I want to say like 6, almost 7 o'clock here. You guys are just starting the day over there. We're like 9 hours difference from Los Angeles. Well, I don't know where you're watching me from. You might be watching me from a different state. But I'm from California, so that's where I'm at. And so yeah, it was very intense today. I walked back to the room. Man, I just hope this is the right, this is the right treatment for me. Because I ran out of options. I mean, the only option you have left is to get injections. I mean, anything else. I tried, believe me, I tried. A lot of people say, you gotta do the pelvic floor. It did help. Pelvic floor therapy did help, but it didn't take the urinating and the pain away. It stopped a lot of the hip pain, the back pain. That kind of stopped it. But when you have an infection in there, it's different. So I had to, and I tried other things too. Going to the gym, working out did help too. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That going to the gym is actually, I think, in my opinion, pelvic floor is good. But in my opinion, from what my experience, that I discovered is that when you go to the gym and you start doing the adductors workout, the machine that opens the legs, that helps a lot. Like, it'll reduce your pain like 50%. When you start doing the squats, or the machines for your butt and your legs and your glutes, that all that stuff is going to take a lot of the pain away. And trust me when I tell you this, from my personal experience, going for long walks, start with small walks. Maybe, I know if it's gonna flare up. Try walking, a couple blocks, but the goal is to walk for 2 miles or even more if you can. Walk, because that's gonna give you all the blood flow in your muscles. So for people that don't have a bacterial infection like me, and you just got a hypertonic pelvic floor, I think if you stretch, like if you stretch every day, 2 times a day, and then you go to the gym, and then you work out on your glutes, your adductors, and your butt and your legs, your inner thighs and outer thighs, and then you stretch your fascia on your stomach, I guarantee you'll be, from what I experience, I want to say, I don't want to exaggerate, but I think you probably will be almost normal maybe in 2 months if you do it the right way. And of course, you can't eat bad food either. You can't be drinking coffee or sugary. You got to cut all that out. Get away from gluten. Completely go straight, clean diet. A lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, a lot of water, oatmeal. Good meats, lean meats. I want to say grass-fed meat, wild fish. What else? Stuff like that. Wild fish, grass-fed meat, and organic chicken. If you start eating like that, just for that moment of you going through the process of healing, that's what I recommend. And I'm not a doctor, but this is from my personal experience that helped me. If you guys want to try out something, you guys are trying out all kinds of stuff, pills, and you don't seem to be, getting back to normal, or you're doing PT, pelvic floor, and you're only doing the stretches, whatever basic stretches they give you, and then you're doing trigger points, remember that the reason why you got hypertonic in the first place is because your pelvic floor is weak. You have a weak pelvic floor, and you need to make it strong. They tell you not to do squats and all that, but you have to, even if it hurts. That's, in my opinion, doing all the workouts, strength, you make it strong. And that's the reason why a lot of people have pudendal neuralgia, that when it's nerve entrapment, because your muscles are weak, and remember, all the nerves go between the muscles. And if your muscles are weak and they're all like swollen, they're trapping the muscle. I mean, the nerve. So you're entrapping it, so that's causing you to have problems. So even the sciatica, I even think that sciatica too, a lot of people that have sciatic nerve problems, I think if you work on your butt, just work on butt workout, adductors, legs, inner legs, outer legs, and then work out glutes, I think you will heal yourself from sciatica, in my opinion, because you got to give it, you're not going to know until you strain through your butt. But they don't tell you this. I'm telling you because I've learned a lot just from doing this. And sometimes you don't have to go by paperwork that they write down. No, you go by results, by what people are doing, and the majority of the people are getting fixed this way. Then you go with that first. That's your first line of defense. Try the natural route instead of some people wanting to go and get, get all these nerve entrapment surgeries and all this crazy stuff. That then you'll really be messed up for life. The best thing to do is work out. If you never worked out on your butt, that's a big sign too, Stop masturbating. I keep saying the same thing. If you're masturbating like crazy and you're in death grips and you're doing all this crazy stuff, even women too, women that are doing, that are masturbating and doing all this crazy, sticking all kinds of stuff in there, and they're not breathing right and all this stuff, of course, your pelvic floor is going to be dysfunctional. Men and women. So this applies to both. I'm not just speaking to men. This is in general for everybody. Pelvic floor dysfunction, it applies to everybody, men and women, because we only have two genders, by the way, male and female. So that's just the way it is, but the muscles are all the same, We might have a different genital in there, but the muscles are the same. We have the same function down there. Everything works the same. So I got my first prostate, the fluid out, so we'll see. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was a little painful for me because it was swollen. I met the doctor, and he seems to be a cool guy, and he seems legit. I'm in Italia, trying to learn some Italian because it's a little hard to communicate in English out here, so you got a better chance to communicate with Italians if you speak Spanish. For the most part, for me. Good thing I'm bilingual, and I'm thankful for that. But you'll get by. It doesn't matter. Pain is pain. Believe me, pain is universal. So you come to this doctor and you don't speak the language, they'll know. Just when you show up in their office and you'll know. They'll know right away. So this guy specializes in that, and we'll see. If I get cured, man, wish me luck, man. If I get cured, you guys come over here and get cured, man. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys, give you guys information on what to do out here. If you guys come over here to Rome, and find your cure over here, try to come to this doctor right here. And then remember, this doctor is not that young anymore, so eventually he's going to retire. He's got his assistant working with him every day, so I'm assuming that his assistant is going to take over. He's a very young guy too, his assistant. I want to say he's around in his late 30s, early 40s. So this guy's got another at least 30 years on him, So the young guy is going to probably take over this business. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see, we'll see. This is the new generation of doctors that are going to be doing this. So he's learning from the best. So, you would trust him too, He's going to do the right thing for everybody. And that's how you learn. You learn from the best. And he's learning from the best. We'll see. If I get cured, man, believe me, I'll be more than happy to tell you guys that I got cured and go from there. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Next week I have my next appointment, so I'll just be showing information about what's happening right here. But this is my update. Hope you guys enjoy life, man, the best you can. And if you're struggling, I feel your pain, and I'm going through it right now still. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.